All right, boys, so we do have a top 10 list today for you guys. I know it is Team Diamond Day. We're going to try to get that Elway. Hopefully, we can get him within the next day or two. Maybe even tonight. You never know what could happen. We can get a snipe. I don't know. I'm going to try to get that out to you guys as fast as possible. But for the meantime, we got a lot of brand new running backs that came out into the game. 2 new Team Diamonds today, a couple AKA cards. This list had to get updated. This list is so much more different than the last time we did it 2 weeks ago. I think it was like 2.5 weeks ago. But I hope you guys enjoy the top 10s. Make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button. We're on that road to 20K subs. We are so close, boys. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's get into number 10. All right, to start the list off at number 10, we have our only 88 speed player here. It was between him and Saquon for me. I remember I went back to my old list when I was ranking these guys when they were near the top. I did have CMC above Saquon every single time, and it's because of the catching. I do feel like this card is very valuable. They have the same exact speed, and he has much better excel and agility, which is amazing as well. And then when you look at him, very good catching at above 80, solid change direction. I know a lot of people always look at that trucking. You're not going to truck with him anyways. Trucking only matters if you are flicking up the right stick, and if you're not doing that, it won't transfer at all onto the field. CMC is one that if you do pass the ball a lot, I do love, and like I said, you can run the ball very successfully with this card as well. But like the slowest guy on the list, 88 speed. It was between him and Saquon. I chose CMC. I think it was very close, though. Number 9, we do have Marshawn Lynch, otherwise known as Beast Mode in the game. 5'11", 215 pounds. He is a very small power back. A very small power back. Most power backs you're seeing are like 230 plus. He is very small, so you'll get those high trucking and break tackling stats, but I feel like they don't transfer as well. That's why you'll notice this card's a lot lower in the list than you'll see other guys with similar stats. I just feel like when you're a power back, you do move a little bit more clunky. I know he has 87 change direction. Lower agility at 86. That usually comes alongside being a power back, but him being smaller doesn't really translate to a lot more falling forward and trucking animations, but he still was a good card nonetheless, topping off with that 90 speed comparative to the Saquon and CMC we were showing you. Marshawn's definitely a very good card in the game. I'm just hating a little bit because I do think there are some better power backs in the game. Number 8, we do have Christian Okoye, the Nigerian Nightmare. I do have him at, he obviously is a fullback, but nobody play. I mean, you could play him a fullback if you have a guy better than him on this list and you have coins like that. But for me, he's a running back, right? We're going to include him in here because I know a lot of people like to use him at running back, and he's definitely very capable. He actually goes up to a 92 overall there. I did say it that we did not have another 88 speed guy. I forgot Okoye. I really always forget about speed on these power back guys because unlike our guy Marshawn Lynch, he is 253 pounds. That is the reason why I'm taking him here. He can air truck, which is technically a speed boost through the A gap if you ever want to do that. Or even if you're in the open field. Air trucking, amazing. And you have to be 246 pounds or above to get it. He also falls forward in so much in the game. I do like that he comes with amazing carrying at 91, really good catching at 77. You have to come down here because he's a fullback to look. He does have 93 trucking. He has really good break tackle as well. It's always different in the fullback. 92 break tackle here. I like Okoye a lot in the game. I'm actually using him right now as kind of a filler until I see which guy I kind of want or a Team Diamond falls in price. But for right now, Okoye, definitely a really good power back in the game. At number 7, we have LADAINIAN Tomlinson, and basically look at him as kind of an upgraded CMC card, right? He's going to get +2 speed from a CMC, just an all-around better receiving back, but the same exact excel and agility, but you're getting +2 speed on him as well. He has really good catching. Above 80 is just perfect for me, honestly, at this stage of the game. If you have above 80, that is amazing. He also does have a usable truck. Unlike CMC's 59, he does have an 81 here. Very good change direction and break tackle. I will say, though, in this gameplay, when I did have LT, it was probably one of my least enjoyable gameplays. I did pick him up. I used him a little bit after that. I had very much good success with him. He's a good card, boys. If you pass the ball a lot, like I said with CMC, one of the best options you can get here. A really good route runner, too. 80 short out running. Very good for a running back. Very, very good if you want out routes, angle routes. Very solid here. Definitely one of the better cards in the game if you like to pass. At number 6, we have Matt Forte. I actually did a gameplay on this card this morning, so I did get to use him. I've actually used every single card on this list, and I feel like Matt Forte, as much as I wanted to love him, he was my guy in fantasy football growing up. When I first started playing fantasy football, and I don't even know, when I was like 11, 12, 13, Matt Forte was an absolute animal on my team. That's what made me start to love him. I was super excited to use him in this game, and this morning in the gameplay, it wasn't like a bad game, but I got to use him a couple games after. It wasn't like I don't know. I was hoping for more with him. He is a big card, though. At 6'2", 218 pounds, he's bigger than Marshawn Lynch as a receiving back, which is nuts. He has an insane excel and agility on him as well. Really good catching at 85, the best we've seen yet on the list. Really good change of direction at 93. He's an all-around perfect receiving back. Very balanced across the board. That's why I like him a lot more than a guy like LT. He's bigger. He's also has better trucking, and also the break tackle is very good. Even better change of direction than LT. He's a good card in the game. Maybe it was just, you know, a little bit of perspective. We were playing a pretty packed box in that gameplay. So at number 5, we have Eric Dickerson, and our top 5 is absolutely insane. I would say even like the top 6 are absolutely insane. I love Matt Forte still in the game. I'm gonna still use him because he's one of my favorite all-time players. I love them. But Eric Dickerson right here, a very good card in the game. And him being at 5 should show you how stacked the running back list is. He is 6'3", 220. Another guy where he is big in game, but doesn't weigh as much as like Marshawn Lynch. But the thing I like about him, I don't know it's because of his height or what his player model build is, because those big shoulder pads they get. He falls forward a lot more than like a Marshawn Lynch in the game. He also does get a +1 speed right there with 91 speed right here. And then when you look at him, comparative to a lot of the power backs in the game, he has 93 agility. Most of them get a tank there. We saw Marshawn with 86 earlier. We saw Koye's being lower earlier. He has really good change direction, trucking, break tackle, even a 70 catching. I love Eric Dickerson. Him being at 5, like I said, just tells you how good their running backs are in this game. Our number 4 spot, we do have Derrick Henry, and Derrick Henry is a card that he's always one that looks weirdly statistical, because you always, if you don't play Madden and you looked at this card, you'll be like, how in the heck is this card better than Eric Dickerson? You probably are thinking that right now if you don't know, but just like Okoye we showed you earlier, he gets the air truck. Very good in current gen, as I can remember. I don't know if it still is. I don't play current gen, but even in next gen, it is still very good. Derrick Henry, they gave him +8 pounds as well on this upgrade. They gave him +8 pounds, so he went from 247 up to 255 here. A very good card in the game. He can air truck for you. Really good change, not change direction, trucking and break tackle as well. I love Derrick Henry in the game. He feels like an absolute you can literally just sit back, relax, run a dive up the middle, flick your stick up the whole time, and you're gonna get like 3 minimum, literally minimum with a card like this. I always like to rate cards that take the less skill or the least likely skill kind of higher in the list, because that's how good they are. Derrick Henry happens to be one of them. Number 3, we have another Team Diamond here in Terrell Davis. He is a 5'11", 200-pound guy, so a smaller running back. I like these guys in Madden. I don't know about you guys, but getting okay, I was hyping up Derrick Henry where you could fall forward. These guys, you can get through holes and not get bumped from your linemen because of how small they are. You know, with Dickerson, when you're always bumping into your lineman because the hole's like a little bit too small and his shoulder pads are a little bit too big, you're not going to get problems like that with a guy like Terrell Davis, a smaller guy with insane change of direction. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that is the highest at the game, or in the game at running back right now. I might be mistaken. I know we saw a 93 earlier. We are now seeing a 94 here. Insane agility as well at 94. Very good break tackle and trucking. He even has above a 70 catching. I like Terrell Davis a lot in this game. This is definitely an animal. I only got to use, this is probably the least one I've used so far, but he was a beast. I definitely recommend him. Top end speed too. At our number 2 spot, we do have Walter Payton, otherwise known as Sweetness. I just did a gameplay on this card. We used him the entire stream after the gameplay. I love him. He's a very good card in the game. The only reason he's not number 1 is because I think number 1 is just absolutely insane right now, and I think he's definitely number 1. But Walter Payton, a very good card in the game. If you guys played Madden 22, he had the worst animations ever. They made his, well, everybody's spin sucks in 23, but in 22, the spin was OP. They made it terrible that year. He had a slow juke last year. This year, they gave him the good animations. He has top end speed, top end agility and excel, amazing change direction, the trucking and break tackle above 90 as well. Walter Payton is finally back and actually a very good card in the game. And boy, am I relieved. It sucked. It sucked last year seeing him getting a card that was just, you know, Nobody wanted to use it, and you never saw him out there unless you're playing a Bears team or anything. Walter Payton finally getting the respect he deserves. Definitely a top 3 running back in the game. And at number 1, we have Edge, and out of all the cards I have used, he is without a doubt the best one yet. You'll look at Edge, he is the best of everything right now. 6'2", 220 pounds, so he is a solid weighted player. He is a receiving back as well, which is going to help a lot with catching. You guys can see 82 catching. He has insane trucking and break tackling above 90. He has top end speed, top end excel at 84 right here. Really good agility ability on him. I think he I don't know, I forget which abilities he gets for discounted, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty solid. I can't remember. I know that was the negative with Walter Payton too, that he doesn't get good abilities discounted. Edgerrin James though, I like him. I do like him a lot in the game. He also has a lot better route running than a lot of the guys, being a receiving back. 87 short route running, 81 medium route running. So a lot better than what did we show earlier? Oh, was it LT's route running? A lot better than LT's route running while maintaining better trucking, brake tackling, the change direction, even so solid for a guy that size, 220 pounds. Edge is definitely number one for me, without a doubt. Boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which running back are you using in the game right now. I would love to hear what you guys are running. I really want to see a Bo Jackson in the game soon, but I'm okay with using Walter Payton and Edge and all these guys. Very good names. The running back position's absolutely loaded. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we can get some good most feared gameplays going tomorrow. We got Stephon Diggs. They're going to reveal one more later here today. You probably already saw it already. But I'll see you guys in those gameplays tomorrow. Peace out, boys.